Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and turn the great strategy games. Today, a very special New Year's Eve episode as we close out 2021. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for a very successful 2021 here. We've basically been up since last November, although I wasn't nearly as good last November, and I didn't put up as many videos. So really, we got started this year with it being halfway serious. And wow, 4,500 people have signed up on YouTube or somewhere thereabouts, and about another 500 on Twitch. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Look, when I started the channel, I just want people to like these games. If I lose a game or if something happens, whatever, it's not about me. It's about bringing these games that I love and I've always loved. I've loved for 40 years, not to date myself. But going all the way back to the Amiga 500, playing Empire on that game. Empire Deluxe now, you can still get that on Steam if you want. But going all the way back there, I've always loved these games, and somebody at some point, probably my wife, said, "Hey, why don't you just put it? You play these games. Why don't you put them up on videos?" And here we are. So I want to thank you so much. Going to continue doing it, and we're going to expand out a little bit. There will be more content, more going on the channel. I today put up a Trials by Fire video, which is something completely different. Some of you may just say, "What? I could care less about that," and I do understand. But I like to play all strategy games, mostly focusing on war games. But that Trials by Fire is a great game. Check out that video if you're at all interested in RPGs, deck builders, or just tactical combat, like if you liked Battle Brothers or something like that. So, anyway, I put that up. We're going to play some Ardennes Offensive here early in the year. I am going to get into that game. I'm eventually going to do a tutorial for Shadow Empire, assuming Shadow Empire 2 doesn't come out before then. I've been meaning to do it forever, but we got a lot going on. I'm going to finish up the War in the West. Gary Grigsby, Grigsby games are my favorite. I'm going to finish up that War in the West tutorial. We'll probably play the Grand Campaign at some time. We're going to turn this one around. We'll probably play XTRG, and I'll play as the Soviets, and the general staff and I'll try to figure it out as we go along, since I just don't play the Soviets very often. But we'll give it a shot. I hear XTRG is okay on the German side, so we'll have our hands full there. That'll be a lot of fun. Lodrick is a great competition, great guy, great competition in War in the Pacific. Go check out his channel if you haven't. He does a great job, and he's funny, and I'm not even sure he always knows it. Now, I don't watch his videos, of course, just the honor system. I'm just talking about the emails back and forth I have with him. He talks trash to me in kind of broken engineering German, and that's always fun. But I've had other people tell me that his videos are entertaining and very informative if you ever want to play the Japanese side. Certainly. Um, Today we are going to turn the turn today. I absolutely promise you. No work to worry about today. Well, that's not true. I had to worry about it a little bit, but that's all in the past, and now we're heading straight for 2022. Now, I was going to do this at noon, but then I forgot the American stock market was open until 1 my time. It's one thing I love about living in California. It's open from 6:30 to 1, uh, which means when I just do the stock market, I work till 1 on that, because I like all strategy games, and there's no better one than the stock market. That is for certain. Okay, so we're going to go around the South. We're going to make sure it's as good as I think we can get it. Obviously, we've got a lot of problems, but we're trying our best. Let's go down the roster. Sarge the Rager, you are first poster many days, Sarge. I like your attentiveness and your punctuality. Happy New Year, Sarge. Just Monica's here. Just Monica, you're, I'm going to say, somewhat new to the chat. You've actually got a lot of good comments. I appreciate them. Listen to me. After I yelled at Nord yesterday. By the way, Happy New Year, Nord. It's like I said yesterday. It's like brothers fighting. It's a family squabble. That's fine. So sometimes you just gotta have it out a little bit. No, Nord, you make the best comments on the channel. You know that. David is here. Hi, David Bartel. How are you? Mr. AMMW, who's become a regular. Hey, AMMW. McCall is here, who is here quite often. Hey, McCall. Yeah, I like when I start earlier too. One of these days, I won't have to be a lawyer during the day. Uh, I don't know. I always tell my wife I'm working three jobs, but I love the stock market and I love the strategy games. The lawyering stuff, that just pays the bills. Uh, Truth hurts. Hey, what's up, Truth? How are you? Paul Sanders. Always got to give a salute out to Paul. Um, it's 12:16 Pacific Standard Time. Well, that would put me back in a time machine, Paul. I believe it's 116 or it's 110 here. Oh, I see. I see. You guys were commenting earlier. That reminds, I don't want to talk too much. Is that true? I don't know. But I did want to say I figured out the schedule feature on on Streamlabs. And so I will always be putting up a preview about an hour beforehand so you guys know I'm actually streaming. All right, so I'm going through old comments. Anyway, yes. I guess Peter left. Well, I'm sorry, Peter. Adios. Have a great New Year's if you watch this later. Hey, Jan, how are you? Good to see you. I'm catching up now. D Fizzle's here. Hey, D Fizzle. DeLogan 72. You're new to me. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Okay, now I think I've almost caught up. Timothy Bennett. Happy New Year's Eve to you, my friend. Yeah, the Amiga 500 was a hell of a machine back in the day. I mean, if you were sitting there in the mid 90s with an Amiga 500, you were playing big time. The TRS-3. Yeah, there was that one too. I started my gaming in basically Christmas of 1981. I got an Atari 2600 with the game Pitfall, and nothing has been the same since. So yeah, that's where I started. Anyway, yes, I'm seeing the chat from 45 minutes ago. I forgot I put the schedule up. Peter's back. That's how long that went on. Okay. So from now on, I will be scheduling. Anytime I'm going to stream, I'll try to put it up an hour in advance so you guys know. You can also then, it'll give you like an alert or something when it goes live. Okay, let's jump down to the map. We've got a lot to do if we're going to turn the turn. Let's start down in the Crimea. Now, when I left you last time, we had moved some of these Hungarians back. We're trying to form some kind of haphazard line back here. I mean, I hope it turns into more than that, but that's what it is right now. We had moved a lot out of here. We had to abandon essentially two full cores back here by Kiev. We're hoping they get routed. Someone told me that in the new version of the game, these would surrender. They wouldn't route like that. I don't, that would be a good change as far as I'm concerned, but I'm more than happy to play by the current rules in my version, which could be that they may route. But correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody told me in the new version, these would surrender when they get attacked, when they're isolated like this. But I don't know if that's true or not. So we had moved this back, and we were essentially at this German core, but I want to start moving things this way and see where we stand. So let's do that. We're going to keep this stuff out here. Now, this is still not getting freight. And it's we're not getting enough in here. I understand that. But I'm a little curious why we're not getting some port freight here, but we're not. So, I mean, I could sit here and cry about it, but that's no fun. Oh, hey, we can finally almost put these guys together, and I am going to eventually. Let's move this up the road. It's 3/18 Romanian here. I'm going to scoot down into the Crimea. Let's move it up the road. We'll just put it on top of this airfield for now. But here's the other two parts of it. Kalo was yelling at me for 50 turns to put that back together, and we've almost done it. This is a headquarters that doesn't have anything. Let's put this on some rail. I'm just going to take it down here. I don't think there's any reason to have a Luftwaffe field headquarters out here. So let's put that down on the rail, and we'll turn that off. We've got these guys out here at the Kirch. They're going to sit here. Now, two of them are unready. I'm going to put them on Romanian refit. You may ask, what's Romanian refit? Well, that's one where it probably is not going to happen, but we may as well have them on refit anyway. Now, I mean, I'd really rather these units refit, but these are totally unready. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to put them on refit. I could see the reason why you wouldn't, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. How's that? I'm a rebel here on New Year's Eve. Um, this headquarters can get the hell out of here. Well, is that true? Now, let's bring him down here. He commands this one unit, and then we have 4th Romanian Army down here. Let's click on that and see everything it's commanding. It commands this corps when he gets here. It commands this corps, which is commanding nothing as of right now. But I think I'll leave him right there just in case we need him for some reason. We come over to this corps. They're all well within command range, so that all looks good. The Germans did not rebuild, but we do have one division that claims it's ready. Uh, refit, refit, and then this unit, these guys I'm going to take by boat if I can. Whoops. By boat if I can. Can I put him on a boat? Can I put him on a boat when he's unready? That's an interesting question. It's not amphibious, it's naval transport. I'm on this unit. It's not allowing me to do it. Let's get off that for a second. Is it because, do the Romanians not have, well, I don't know. Let's answer a question here. Yeah, the Germans do. Do the Romanians not have transport ships? Is that what it is? Sorry, I just don't know that. I've never tried to transport Romanians by boat, legally or illegally. I've never done it. Yeah, this guy has no naval movement. Well, shoot. I was hoping to get Romanians off of the Crimea here. Can I send it back to? Shit, I may be best to disband some of these units then. And the reason I would do it is because we're not getting enough freight out here. And I know you guys hate when I disband units, but I mean, ultimately, Romanian units. I don't know. I think we may disband this. He's got 4. The men will just go back into the pool. He's unready. Tell you what, I'm just going to disband him. Off you go. I don't want to deal with him. Here's another one. He's got 88 men yet left. Wow, he really got. He really got. We could transfer him to the reserves. Oh. Do I want him pulling men though? That's the question. Uh, Boy, I hadn't thought this one out. M60 says there are no national cargo ships. There are just ships. Okay. Yeah, we could send them to the reserve or we could disband them. Hey, Bananas! Happy New Year's. Uh, yeah, okay, Peter. Nord, that's not why I yelled at you. Peter's saying that they when they're in that level of isolation up there by Kiev, they're going to. I'm going to go ahead and put those in the reserves. Okay, any Romanian down here that I can, I'm going to try to put them in the reserves if it allows me, and then bring them out into Romania. Because these guys are all in such terrible shape that it doesn't really do us a whole. Okay, now he needs. Oh, he is on the railway. Supply details, disband unit. I mean, I don't want to have to disband them if I don't have to. Let's go to the Axis reserves with you. Why can't he go? Merge unit, disband unit. Okay, he can't for whatever reason. Transfer unit, Axis reserves. I'm gonna get all this cavalry out of here. I don't think they're doing us a whole hell of a lot of good. Let's put him on the rail. I could disband a few of these, but I don't really want to unless I have to. Now, this unit is actually, again, I try to be careful with my words. He's as good as we've got down here anyway. He's not great. He's not perfect, but he's gonna help. I hope. Um, for the time being, I'm gonna put him on the rail and I'm gonna take him right there. Now he does have enough strategic points to get off somewhere up here. Maybe even over here. Maybe this is where I'll put him because these Romanians are in really bad shape. So we do have one hopeful German division, or I'm hopeful. How about that? Um, Yeah, he doesn't have enough, but he could go straight into town. Let's do that. And now we'll take him off the train. He's got no movement points left. Okay. Second core is back here, but now I'm moving his guys up. Let's just have him move. His guy's going to go further than that. Maybe we put him on the train too. I'll just take him to. We got to make sure we have 100 left, right? I'm going to stack him with his guy for now. And then the rest of what he's got is here. I may just take him off the train there because that would put one, two, three, four. Yeah, anywhere up here, even over here, that guy would still be in command. And I want the other ones to be in command as well, so they pass certain admin checks and whatnot. Okay, these guys need to refit. Could I put them in the reserves for a turn? No, not. Oh, I could. Actually, I could. I could put these divisions in reserve in the Axis reserve. Now the problem is when they reappear, it won't be down here. It'll be over at Warsaw. Although I can change the hex where they come out, but I very much doubt you could do it down to the Crimea. It's an interesting question. Um, Speaking of the reserves, do I have anything? I moved all of this out, right? Yep, I moved everything out that had an OB that was above 60, I think. Do I have anything back here while we're looking around? I always look at raw stock now. That's Paris. Well, we've already taken Paris. I wish that was in this game. Why can I not find Berlin all of a sudden? There's Berlin. My gosh. Um, Nothing back here. Nothing at Warsaw. I'm just making sure. Here's Warsaw down this way. There's Warsaw. Nothing there. Okay. Anyway, back to the task at hand. We're moving these guys out here. First Romanian armor, he's in terrible shape. Let's put him back in the reserves. And what I can do then, they should come out. Well, they'll come out at Warsaw as well, but we can run down here and protect Romania with Romanian troops, at least in a secondary line. Now that our lines are shorter, or we can put them out in the swamps, which is probably what I will do. Um, Third Romanian army needs to stay here. No reason to really move it. I will just put it into town there. And then we've got this headquarters. His guys went back to the reserves. I could relocate him and kill the general potentially. I'm just going to leave him here for now. We may move him at some point. Okay, cavalry headquarters. Well, I sent all the cavalry back. Let's actually move this guy up here. We'll triple stack them together. That's what's left there. And then we have this corps, third Romanian corps. Oh, I see. Let's put you in the cavalry corps because you're cavalry. And then this headquarters, maybe we could get out of here as well. I just want him to quit sucking on supply. He's moving up there to combine. We got nothing there. We've got rail here. I'm trying to turn this into a super depot. It doesn't seem to be working very well, but we'll see. I mean, maybe eventually here it'll look a little better. The Italian army, I guess I can leave that right here. This Italian corps has nobody it's leading, and now we come to this. And so I could take him off the train here, but I think I want him, over here. I've got, what do we have here? These guys are all ready now. they don't look horrific. They look bad, just not horrific. 21% food, 17. Well, that's what we've got. That's what we're playing with here. The Italians ready, unready. Okay, so let's look at all of this Romanian core. It's 11th Romanian core. It's these three divisions. 11th. He's unready. But I don't think I'm going to move any of these guys. I could stack, like Italians together. Now, did any of this get better? No, he's unready. He needs to be on refit. He's unready. That's unready. Okay, well, I think that makes my decision for me. These Romanian troops, well, two out of the three are showing ready. These are all unready. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, he's on the train. He gets here with 102, and then we'll take him off the train. On train, off the train. Okay, so now he's got all of his units in command. I'm not going to move any of this. I've got the good German mountain division here that's still in. I mean, this is the best unit we have in the Crimea. These guys are in pretty bad shape, but I've just got a whole lot of units stacked up here, so I'm hoping they do something. The headquarters, I'm going to back that up one. These headquarters, I'll hide back here a little bit. These guys are both unready. I mean, I guess I could just stack all Italians there, or he's unready. He's ready. Of course he is. This Italian's ready as well. I think what I'll do, let's move the Romanians over here so we're stacking like together. Let's move the Italians over here. There we go. So we have three Romanians here, two Italians there. We also have this Italian group I've got on refit. I'm just going to move him up here, stack him with other Italians. We've got these Italians back here. I think they actually should move over one. Yeah, why not? This Romanian group is completely unready. Let's put him somewhere with other Romanians, if we can. It doesn't look like we have such a thing. Let's just scoot him back. I don't think they can come straight through here. They could potentially cross that ferry. Actually, let's just leave him there. If he gets routed, it's going to take movement points, so let's just do that. Okay, that's the Crimea. That is true, M60. M60 is saying that the Romanians have more reserve manpower than the Germans do. Um, that is true. That is true. So hopefully those rebuild a little bit. If we go back and look at the Axis reserves now, it'll take a turn for him to get back here. But then the next turn we could try to bring them to the map, assuming that they've been rebuilt at all. And when they come back to the map, maybe they can help in this sector. We'll see. Or maybe we could. It's going to be hard to get them back over by ships. I'm really hoping by lessening up what's out here, everything looks a little better. I mean, they're just not getting enough supply now. But I'm hoping by moving a lot of stuff out of here anyway, I'd probably be best off to move these German divisions out of here. I need divisions over there anyway. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them in the reserves. I wanted to have more German divisions over here, but they're at such weakness here. All right. You saw the transfer delay. It's one turn. We may as well put them in the reserves. So now we've just got this guy out here. He's got his core. I could put now second core has what? Artillery, Flak, Stug, Pioneer. Does this reserve headquarters have? Yeah. Oh, wow. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got two Stugs, a Panzerjäger. So really, this guy doesn't need to be here. I can put him underneath 52nd Reserve. 52nd Reserve Corps. In he goes there. Now he's a white counter. And this headquarters, I can get out of here or do something else with. Second headquarters. We're just going to have to hold it with that. We don't have enough. Now, people had brought up in the comments, get out of this area. And I agree. It's just a matter of how or how fast, and just set up our line starting at Odessa. That shortens the line. It also allows us to move things around more. The problem is some of this stuff up here can only move one hex. Now, I'm not going to try to hold on to all of it. Like some of these units are just not in great shape, like 5,700, but I don't want to totally abandon them. And let's make sure we can get a lot of this out of here. And we can't get so weak that Odessa just gets taken. Uh, Looks like maybe I can do this with only leaving 2 divisions behind. I could also, I'm not going to do that. He can go, they can go. Okay, I can get all of this out except for these 2. Uh, well, that's interesting. He's going to bring hell and fury to Odessa, and there another problem is that Odessa needs this rail line. It's the only rail line that comes in here. Let's take the units off. This rail line right here is the only rail line into Odessa. Now it is an import port, or at least I have it set up that way. That it's probably not going to be enough. Although you could say we could set up other depots over in this area, and we've got a lot of rail that runs to them. I just don't want Odessa to get in a bad supply situation. So at least in the first instance, I'm going to try to set my line right here, and then maybe up the Romanian border. Um, Although we've got, I mean, you just don't have great defensive terrain here, right? Most of it's clear. But I think I'm going to try to run straight up this railway to these woods. To grandmother's house we go, and then maybe up this way. So let's try to build the line like that. We'll see. Okay, let's put the units back on. Let's start by moving this core. All right, these guys are all in terrible shape. I don't think I can get any of them back to the. I'm going to try to put some of this back in the reserves if I can. Let's get him all. If he can go all the way here, let's take him all the way here into the woods. All right. And we'll take this unit. They should be behind other units, so I'm just going to be setting them down here. Let's do that. May as well double stack there if we can. All right. Here comes the next one. We'll triple stack that. Then one more, the light Jaeger division here will double stack there. So that whole corps is together, and we'll go grab the headquarters, 55th, and we'll send him right there. Boy, that's tie that up with a bow. That's neat and tidy. I'm going to put at least the full division on refit. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to set these guys back, the Jaeger divisions back in the reserves at some point. I'm not going to do it now. Well, I can't do it now, even if I wanted to. I'm only going to put the full divisions on refit. The others, unready, ready, the full division on refit, full division on refit, the Jaeger divisions unready and ready. Okay, perfect. Now then, we've got 50th ID that needs to come back this way. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to do this before we get trapped, unlike Kiev and elsewhere. Okay, so off you go, my friend. They're both directly connected to 17th Army. 52nd Corps is just sitting out here. I'm not sure why he didn't have command of them. I don't know. Let's get him out of there. And let's disband this depot before I forget. Disband it. There we go. And now let's take this headquarters is a Panzer head. Well, it's in First Panzer Army. So let's move it around over here. All right. So we're out of there. We also have planes here, just recon. So let's click on them. Let's send those to the reserve. Off they go. I'm going to make sure we don't have any other planes here as well. Now then, this unit can make it all the way just to the north of Odessa. So maybe we have our line kind of maybe go out of this town. Um, let's put him there. Okay. Now this guy can get a lot further. So let's bring him around. If he can get further, let's bring it. I don't want to put these in Odessa because I want to put like motorized units in Odessa, or maybe even the Flieger division, which is probably our strongest division right now. So let's triple stack there. These guys, I just don't think we can save them. I could try to get them to this port next turn and try to do it by naval. So I'm gonna move them down here, hoping to get here and put them on a boat. At least that's the half-cocked plan. Okay, so around you go. Now we have a motorized unit. Is he in decent shape? Decent. But if I put him in Odessa, I think he could actually be in good shape. Let's move 17th Army out. He doesn't need to be here. I'll just set him back here. Maybe we'll turn this into a super depot. Build a depot here. Yes. All right. That's on all these rail lines. Now we also have the FBD here, so maybe you can freight a lot of this stuff. Level 4, perfect. Okay, 17th Army will be back here to give it more capacity. And what else was here? Oh, Army Group Antonescu. Well, I don't want him to go too far because I can't put him on a ship, it doesn't appear. Oh, I can put him on a ship. I could bring him over here, but I don't want to do that just in case I get Romanians back over here. I mean, he's the overall commander, right, for all Romanian forces. Let's just bring him down here, right here. So this way, I think most of this is still in command. Yeah, I mean, it's 45, so that's good. So he's out of there, and now we can bring motorized here into Odessa. He's on refit. He should actually maybe be okay by next turn. We've also got this motorized, and we could do the same with him, but we do need to start building a line out here. And like I said, let's look at this again. I want to. The problem is this bows out. Who the hell is building rail lines down in the Ukraine? Uh, I'm just reading some comments. Okay. Oh, I don't have any units on. Well, that's always a problem. Uh, so this motorized, I would like to move into town and rebuild. I mean, two motorized, fully, if they get rebuilt, fully motorized rebuilt divisions will be very hard to crack. And if I put that Flieger division in here as well, that could be powerful. But what else do we have here? This infantry looks okay. This Luftwaffe field division, I'm going to get over here somewhere. Just get him out of the way a little bit. Um, these are all those stacks. This is the Arab Special. I'm going to get the Arab Special out of here as well. I don't know. I'm just going to put him over here somewhere. He's not very useful. That motorized. It's kind of a recon, right? I mean, it's a recon scouting group. 4th Panzer. That I could just set back here. That'll be fine. One of his core headquarters just got blown the hell out of here. So anyway, this motorized, I do think I can bring it here. I'm going to bring it here at least for now. He's on refit. They're both on refit sitting in Odessa. Hopefully that does something for us. The Italians. I could ship them out of Odessa and get them over here, but why, why? Let's bring them all the way back here. To the extent we can, or as far as we can. I guess I can bring him here. Close enough. Where's your headquarters? Oh, I had put them in this German division. Okay, we could switch that. I could put the Italians in, oh, hell, I don't know, 17th Army or something. Where did I put 17th Army? Down here? He's got 22 of 27. Let's put this Italian group into 17th Army. Just in, I could even put them in Army Group B. Oh, I'll just put them directly in Army Group B, at least for now. Um, they're not going to be doing anything this time anyway. Army Group B. Okay, so they're both in Army Group B. Now then, we have this infantry division, which is, I want to say, okay. Not great, not terrible, not completely terrible. How about that? Um, who else is in his group? This guy and Flieger. Why don't I set Flieger here? Because it's strong. This Romanian head. Why are you here, 6th Romanian? He's still commanding this guy. Okay, sure. Let's put him down here with Army Group Antonescu. We don't need that, obviously. And let's put this into the headquarters that these guys are in, which is 5th. Okay. 5th Romanian Corps. Where is 5th Romanian Corps? Oh, can he? Oh, yeah, he can. There we go. 5th Romanian Corps. Okay, so that's we got him out of there. That's set up. Um, I could leave a little blocking force here to help these guys try to get to the port next time. Now they may get squeezed either way. 83, 83. He's got 55-21. He's got to get out of here. But it looks like he needs to go, or as far as he could go is Odessa. Let's do that. I'll put him in there and put him on refit. He's not the strongest unit we have, but we've got 2 motorized divisions there, so I feel okay with that. I'm going to put this on a 4. 4 and 4 out here. He's got some. Probably overthinking that. Let's just get these guys out of here. Uh, he could stack there. We also have these guys stacked up here now. Let's bring these guys to here. Here and here. Here's their headquarters. Who else does he command? I see no one. I think I'll stack him with Flieger Division. And then this headquarters has these guys. All right, but let's keep moving things out of here. 9302. That's not terrible. Let's put him there along with his buddy. Okay, here's their headquarters. No, where are your headquarters? Looking for an orange line. There it is. Okay, so these guys are all over here, and then these two are over here. Well, I could bring them over. I'll work with that in a minute. I'm going to set him right there for now. This Hungarian armor, I'm going to get him the hell out of here. I'll just bring him back around this way. Try to take him down a roadway if I can or something. How about I put him here? I can put him on reserve right there. How about that? Oh, he's unready. Well, screw that. That's not going to happen. All right, this headquarters, I want to get out of the way a little bit. He's only got these 2, but I think I can bring one of these here. Oh, these guys are in terrible shape. All right, let's get them back with their headquarters. They're not good enough to do anything. All right, so he's there. And then if we're going up this rail line to the best of our ability, at least for a turn, let's pull these guys around to here. And then the Panzer Division, I'm going to get down the road, but to how far? Well, I'm not sure. Let's put him right there for now. And then the Panzer Regiment's going to be back here. Whoops, undo that. Let's put him on the road right there for a moment anyway. Um, okay. This headquarters can come back here. I think everybody will be in command that he commands. That's Reinhard. He's 8 of 12. We could put more in with him. Oh, okay, this is what I was looking for. This infantry is going to drop. He's in decent shape. I think I'll drop him there, and I'll take this motorized, drop it there. Then I'll take this Panzer Division, get it the hell out of here. Um, just make sure none of these guys get stuck. This Panzer Division, I'll go there. This Panzer Division, okay, there's the one that would get stuck. Um, that's okay though, because I want to be in this hex anyway. So it's not, well, I say it's okay. It's not the end of the world. The Slovaks, he can only go there. So let's do that. Let's take Slovaks. We'll go there. This Panzer Division, I think I'm going to leave him right there. Or I could scoot him over one. These guys are probably okay, to be honest, because, there's a lot of other stuff he can attack first. This is Viking, who's always one of our better units. If we look at defensiveness, though, he's only a 2. I mean, these are showing now they've got some fatigue, but they're not looking great. Let's bring this headquarters back here. I don't know, to there. I think everybody's in command here. We're really turtling up at Odessa. My gosh. This guy can get out of here. I don't. Oh, First Panzer Division's about to withdraw. That's right. Okay, well, screw it. Yeah, that means I'll take Second Panzer and get the heck out of here. Let's just go here for now. Anyway, let's get the headquarters back up here. He got blasted last time. So he'll go here. Now he's made a real push right in this area, but also right here. But we've got other motorized over here, but I better go look at the comments. Just Monica. I already like you. Some must die so all can be temporarily saved. That's right. I like the way you think. Uh, yeah, I would like to disband this actually to save the tanks, but I'm not going to leave a whole lot out here to just save him because he's withdrawing next turn anyway. Let's see. He's in terrible shape. Okay. So maybe I do need to move some of this around just a little bit. Anyway, what do we have here? We've got infantry and a panzer division. Okay. We've got infantry, but I think I've got enough. That's Netherlands motorized. I've also got these 2 motorized that I can move up on the line, and I think I'm going to have to do that. I've got it on defensiveness now. If I put him there, the problem is we got to go get this guy and knock him a little bit. He's got these panzers isolated now. This is rough. I would like to stay in that. This is clear. This is clear. Okay, so this is actually the best defensible terrain we have. He's sitting back here bossing people, right? Yeah, sort of. He's holding this whole area. We've also got motorized. We've got infantry and panzer. I mean, once any of this rebuilds, it's going to be very helpful, to say the least. I could move some of this infantry up, some of the ones that are at least not in absolutely horrific shape. Do I have any like that? That's the question. Like, this guy is not strong enough to hold here. I'm going to put that Panzer Regiment in. He's not strong enough to hold on his own, I wouldn't think. This motorized and this Panzer division at least got partially rebuilt last time. Um, I may just leave him in Kishinev. If he breaks through there, I got to come deal with this. I guess let's take this guy. He's probably Is he still in command? No. Let's move his headquarters over a little bit. Okay, everybody's still in command there. I don't think he can do the damage here, but I think maybe this Panzer division can do something. He's only got 7 movement points, though. Well, because he's isolated. Can he can move there. Oh boy. Let's move this infantry here. And the reason I'm going to do that is I want to do a deliberate attack on this. All right, he moves at least. All right, so we knock that back. So now he's going to be sitting there, and we can get this Panzer out, and I can move the division. Where are they? Are they unclear? Yep, we can move that back. All right, you may say, well, what about this guy? Yeah, exactly. He's almost to the border, and I'm not talking Taco Bell. But I think this guy can move down. Okay, let's move him up one. Yeah, this is the stronger unit. That's fine. And then this guy can come up here and try to fill the gap there. Now, there's still a gap there, though. What can I do about that? Well, let's see. I think one of these guys has to come out. Yeah, because I've got a Panzer division here. Now he's looking to break through there, and this is not very strong. Um, Boy, I hate to do that. I hate to move him. I feel like that's a bad idea. I guess I'm going to bring the Panzer division up here on a clear hex. That's fine. So now I've got Panzers kind of lining here, and I have a strong motorized there. I don't think he can come get Kishinev from there. These guys, man, I wish I could move one of them. I gotta hope some of this holds, but even if they break through, we've got so many units that they would rout that I don't think they can go very far because they have to spend a lot of points to go anywhere. This is clear. That's rough. I'm going to put the infantry in the rough. This is a halfway decent unit. I'm going to try to knock that back if I can. No, we lose that battle 1 to 2.2, but I wanted to try to knock him back if I could. As we move up this way, we don't have a whole lot back here, of course. He's on refit. I don't think we have any Hungarians that are available to us, unfortunately. I wish. Come on, Hungarians. Nothing there. Okay. Um, something like this. We've got odds 6.7 to 3.8. I'm going to go ahead and attack that. Just try to knock some things around. 975 to 93. I think that's worth it. Now, you could say, well, you're going to wear out your troops. I understand what you're saying, but every once in a while, just knocking him back has some benefit. Boy, this looks crazy. It's fighting on the borders of Romania. This unit doesn't look great, but he doesn't look terrible. One corps is sitting here in Proskorov. Why is he doing that? I don't know. Let's get him out of there. Oh, a new Panzer division. Looky there. Okay, let's get off the train. And let's have this, for the time being, just wheel ass into Proskorov, let them know that the cavalry's here, and then we've set up all of this. I mean, I'm not saying it's great, but we've set it up. Uh, is he going to go back to Army Group A? No. Let's put him in. Oh, one corps. Does that have anything? Where's your corps head? Oh, it's underneath there. That is 13th Corps. All right, the Panzer Division's going to go in 13th Corps for the time being. All right. This guy, he looks like he's a little out over his skis. Well, he doesn't have. They're both clear hexes. He's kind of tired. He's at 52. I guess I'll just leave it there. He may get routed, and if he does, we've got a problem, but I could bring this down and double stack them. I don't want this to be able to fly through here, though, and he's also got a cavalry unit there. I think I'm just going to leave that be. I'm going to leave that be. To the comments I go. Is anyone yelling at me? 7th Panzer on reserve. Good point, Nord. Good point. Let's actually. These guys I want to refit. I'm going to move around there. I take point taken, Nord. I'm going to put that on reserve. Odessa. I would like to have these on reserve, but I think I'm going to put them on refit. But something back here, 36 motorized might get attacked. This may get attacked. I mean, a lot of this I've got on refit now, right? Or some of it I don't. Let's put these guys on refit. Just one corps. The other, I'll kind of do it corps by corps, so we're not putting the whole damn army on refit. This motorized, I've got him on refit. I'm going to put him on reserve so he can help here. These guys are likely to get attacked. Now, it was brought up last episode. Hey, put your infantry up here, put your armor motorized behind them, and put them on reserve. Exactly. I mean, that's how you want to play defense. The problem is, I don't have enough infantry units to create a line until these guys get rebuilt. If these guys get rebuilt, and that's a big if they get rebuilt, I can do that then, right? I can then sit behind them with my motorized on reserve. But as it is, I need my motorized to even make this, I mean, call this a line loosely, right? I mean, it's a hodgepodge, certainly, but this is a good point. 7th Panzer, he's a little bit further back. Let's put him on reserve. If either of these two stacks get attacked, well, hell, even if this gets attacked or this gets attacked, he could get into the battle, depending on what Zorn wants to do. Hey, Zorn's a good guy to have in this kind of mixed use corps because he's 766, but he's both a 6 on mech and infantry. You'll see some guys that are only good infantry, only good mech. At least he's a 6 and 6. All of this, let's fly some freight. I think I want to fly some over to Sevastopol if we can. We could do it with level bombers, so I'm going to, you know what? I did this last time. Let's just do one mission, single mission. There we go. Let's fly one of these over. Now they take. My understanding is Uh, when it's your level bombers, it's only food they take over, I believe. Food and fuel, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since I did the tutorial. But you can pick even though it's not showing us that we could technically do it with transport planes, we can come down here and pick some of these bombers, level bombers. They only do it at half efficiency, but it's better than nothing. Did we lose any? I didn't look last time. We lost one. Okay, that's fine. What better use do we really have for these bombers? Let's fly some in there. Okay, I'm gonna have the rest go into that. That's got a lot of capacity. That's fine. Launch. Only four went over there. Wow, that wasn't a whole lot of bombing groups. Okay, these guys can make it to Odessa, so let's do that. Just try to. Okay, that's 29 planes. That gets 36 tons in. Look, it's not enough, but it's better than nothing. Still got one more that can go. I'm gonna try to do all this I can. These guys are all, starving out here, so as long as it's gonna let me get 30 tons over here, let's do it. Okay, nothing left. Nothing left there. Right. I know that game. We could fly out to Odessa. Let's see if there's any other place we think. I mean, we could fly freight out to these guys, but why? They're going to get destroyed. God, this looks horrible. Let's make sure, actually, let's go back to move. Make sure I put him on reserve. I did. Okay. Um, we could fly some out to Smolensk. Let's look at the rail here. Yeah, he did snip the rail there. Shoot. So we're not getting rail in there, so we better. But there's going to be a lot of Soviet Air Force here, so let's just fly 3 planes over there and see if they all get shot down. Nope, nobody got shot down. Okay. Um, let's try. We got to fly this out here because these guys got isolated, what, a turn or two ago? So let's launch. Let's see how many we lose. Hey, I'm very surprised the Soviet Air Force. I think a human player would have air superiority over this or be trying to get it anyway. I know I certainly would be. Let's try 60 bombers if we can. Yep, 75 more tons. So we're getting a good amount out here. This should take them out of being in any kind of trouble from a supply perspective. 29, 26, 30. Sure, let's go. All right, 115 bombers, 166 tons of freight. We'll take it. I'm going to keep doing it. I mean, I've got, good units down here, so I want to make sure they don't run out. And I'm just going to take the bigger bombing groups. There we go. Okay, launch at a single mission. Launch at a single mission. That was weird. I thought I picked way more than that. You, 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 you. Weird. Okay, let's try that again. You. Now, this is why the big ratings come in to watch me flying freight. I know you guys love it. That's why I try to do it every episode. Okay, so we've flown some out to them. We could try to get some out to these guys. They're not dead yet. Don't call it. He's dead, Jim. Let's fly some and drop it right on their head. Let's just do a single mission first with 3 planes just to see if they all get shot down, then we know we got a problem. Uh, but let's get freight to these guys because they have a possibility to get out. Now we may close that down, but we'll see. Um, let's hit you again. It's right onto an airfield, so that's perfect. 30, 30, 30, and 3. Why not? Let's go. Doesn't look like we lost any planes. 81 tons. Okay. One more time. Yeah, we got another 30 planes that want to get out there. Okie dokie. Now, the last thing I want to do this episode um, is look at depots very quickly, and then we'll turn the turn. A special New Year's Eve turn the turn. Um, because I want you guys to all say, "Oh my God, the humanity!" Uh, let's hope it's not quite that bad. We've got fours out here. Okay. Now, Sevastopol I had as a 3 because I was hoping that I would get something up here. It really should be a 3, I think, because it's possible as we thin the herd or the Soviets do it for us that we do start getting some trains running up here so these guys get a little bit of freight. So 3 and 3 out to 4. We've got 2s over here. Export, import. Okay, that all looks good. Where else should we build a base or a depot? I'm sorry. Well, I'm really curious where the AI would do it right now, but I don't want to spend the time going back and fixing anything I don't like. Uh, this is a 3, I guess, because it comes into Kishinev. So we've got 3s out to the 4 of Kishinev. Okay, that's okay. 3. We don't really have anything in this area. I mean, we've got Proskorov up here that's a 3. That should actually probably be a 4, although it may be pushing some stuff down here. Um, these guys have any problems with freight? Nah, not really. Okay, I'm going to leave that a 3 then. I could try to build a depot somewhere over here, I guess. We've got one back here, but between Proskorov and there's a long ways for trucks to have to go. Um, the problem is he may take this next turn. Now, this is on a rail line. Tell you what, I'm just going to build a depot there. Let's put it there. I could also have this be a 3. I don't know if I really want to take in a whole lot of freight, but it's a little bit of closer, you know. So you want to get it as close as you can for trucks purposes, right? Right, guys? Um, Now up here, Rovno, we have one. We really should probably put one in this town. This is Shepatovka. Okay, let's put that there. That's a 4 out by the front. I think we can hold them back here. I hope we can. If not, we'll disband that. And then these guys don't have any depots anywhere around them. This is on the rail line. Let's put one here. I guess all of these out here I have as 3s. Yeah, because we got 1s back here. Let's make that a 3. 3. Let's do it. We've got Rovno as a 3, so I'll have that as a 4. This in Proskorov's a 3, a 3. That's fine. But this is tough, tough sledding up here. But maybe these guys will get a little bit of freight for once. Let's look up here. Now this is all the way back here. Does it need to be? Well, maybe, because this is probably going to get blown out next turn. It's actually something to think about, man, if he starts streaming up this way. But anyway, Minsk, that makes sense. I mean, you want it almost on the front line, but without getting crazy about it. These are on the front. Orsha's only a 2. We got a 4 there, a 4 here. There's nothing out here, but there never really will be. This is the worst supplied spot on the map. I've got a 3 here, a 2. I guess so that passes on. That's why Dagapils is a 2, but that'll get bumped up if he takes that rail line. 3, 4. Ah, I'm glad we did that. Let's get rid of this. All right. We got a 4 here. I don't think we need that. Well, why don't we do this? Uh, let's disband this depot, and then let's build one. I don't know here. Sure. Let's create a depot there. Yes. Let's make it a 3. All right, so it's a little closer there. We look good up here on the Narva line. Woo! The horses. Yep. Yeah, I think Pascal will hold. Um. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's turn the turn. Let's see what happens. It is now going to be, well, this is the turn December 20th going to December 27th. We'll have one. It's basically the next combat resolution. After that, they test. We gotta hold on through January for what in the world? I'm all tangled up. It's like the party's already started. Intern without depot management. Yep. And off we go. All right. Happy New Year. Dojo needs a new pair of shoes. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Uh, the reason you're right. I didn't take my time there. The reason to disband depots is if they have enough stored there that it could help the Soviets. If I disbanded some of them that didn't have stuff in them, that was just because I was trying to hurry and I didn't look at it closely enough. In the long run, I don't think it's that big of a deal. We've got all the AP in the world. If we need to build depots, I'm just trying to get them somewhat close without sitting here for an hour and a half building depots. Um, but point well taken. If they're empty, there's really no reason to disband them. If they do have freight in them, you know, the Soviets capture that freight. So just something to think about. But technically correct. In the long run, I don't think it's a big deal. What is a big deal is trying to get them close enough to your troops, the ones that you're actually using. That is the big deal. Ooh, I'm getting a little hot. It's like 70 degrees in California today. Wife and I going out for an early dinner. We're those people. We're like, we'll get an early dinner and then probably just settle up on the couch. Yep, that's right. Don't go around the room blowing on somebody else's dice. Luck be a lady tonight. I love that song. Every once in a while, I get in the mood if I have the proper drink to listen to a little Sinatra. My wife smiles. She's like, "Wow, that's when it gets crazy. I show off my moves around here, you know." That's the last time I'll ever do that, guys. That's the last time they all watched, honey. I don't know what happened. Uh, all right, here's the air. Here we go. If we ever get mud out here, okay. Okay, so we had an infantry division and a panzer division surrender. We had two infantry divisions in the Hungarian army surrender. We had all one motorized and two infantry surrender. So we lost a motorized and a panzer out there. Three more divisions surrender. Oh my gosh! Oh, the humanity! Hey, did he hang on? Wow, we really dished some losses with those guys, but they're done for as well. They'll probably get attacked again this turn. And they hold again. They hold and they're completely surrounded now though out here. Wow. So we've lost a panzer division, a motorized division, and approximately 8 infantry divisions, maybe more. Uh, that's not good. It's gonna make this a lot harder to pull off. Down 70K. Yeah, it's like the Axis first turn here. or second turn when you start surrounding everything. Look at these guys hold on, though. These Germans are like, they're in a bunker with guns out in every direction. He's run out of gas here, but they'll surrender next turn. There's no saving that situation. I was hoping I could get that motor, the guys that were up near Rezhev, now near Veliki Luki. I was hoping I could get them out, but they were just isolated, for a second turn. I even flew freight to those guys, damn it. Oh well. We do get some motorized divisions, some new ones coming in. Okay, now he's trying to bust through here south of Pskov. And it looks like he's got a tank corps on the way. Let's look at this. This is directly south of Pskov, 1-1, 652 to 2980. So we held really well there. 40 AFVs destroyed, 43 guns. That was a good result for us under von Roman. And then he tried again, and we smoked him again. 20, 40, 22, and 22. We lost 479 men. He lost like 4,000 men total there and about 60 or 70 AFVs. So we'll take that. Although it weakens our guys, he's obviously, you see where he's coming or how he's going to try to do it is to take this and get around Pskov, cut these fins off because I don't think he thinks he can get in there otherwise. So we're going to have to react to that. Oh, look at this. Down here, out of everything, he decides to attack our good German mountain unit. We get like 7-1 in our favor losses there, 740 to 102. Ooh, yep. Well, that was expected in some respects. The mountain division, the Romanians get blown out of this hex. Now remember, I brought that German unit up here, the only other German division we have. I brought it up here just because of that. So we'll see. All right, we get knocked back a little bit up here in the Vitebsk area, just north of Vitebsk. There's Smolensk. He knocks us back out of the heavy woods, but he takes some losses doing it. He cannot move us there, so that's good. We cannot have these guys also get isolated. So he gets knocked back on the second attack, but okay. We hold here. That is 206th Infantry Division. Uh, it holds 432. Not quite 2-1 in our favor on the losses, but he also lost some guns and AFVs as we try to hold him off of Polotsk. He's driving towards Vitebsk, looking for this encirclement of Smolensk. 1 to 1.9, we hold on there. We hold on here, it appears, even though we were outnumbered. Walt Weiss, good general, he holds on there, causes some casualties. This is to the west of Smolensk. There's Smolensk. So this is on the other side of this salient. We hold on there. We hold here. All right, so this is better. He attacks the motorized that's out here. Now, this guy was not isolated. These guys were, and you can see the difference. He actually wins that battle. They attack in here again. Let's look at this. This is under von Manstein. It's 27th Panzer. Now, he did lose some Panzers, but he gave better than he got. Von Manstein doing a good job getting artillery, he got 2 mixed artillery in because they had 268 tanks. So that's a good job by him. 1 artillery and then 2 mixed flak, I should say. Oh, that's a mixed artillery. Wrong. 1 mixed flak. Okay. I saw the mixed. I assumed it was flak. Okay. We hold here under Kleeman. Not a lot of losses, really. I mean, for the number of men that were there. Now, this is southwest of Smolensk, Rendulic. We win that battle 1 to 2.1. More importantly, we don't step back, and we're building a fort level. I would really like these to get to 2. Uh, I think it's the only way we could hold on. Shiitake mushrooms. Uh, the one German division I had over here got blown out into Minsk. Oh my goodness, this is going to get difficult now. So these guys all get blown out here. Now, luckily, this isn't the best terrain to move through, but still, I was not expecting that. He loses 129 men trying to come across the Dnieper, the frozen Dnieper. This is just southwest of Mogilev. We hold strongly there. Man, I can't believe he blew that division out. Now he's blowing Romanians out. Wanted to make sure I said that right on New Year's Eve. Uh, these Romanians hold, though, 175 to 55. Wow, what a turn. What a turn this has been. We're still alive. Barely. Well, I shouldn't speak for the 10 or so divisions we've lost. Okay, this is by the Romanian border. We get knocked back. This is by Proskorov. Did the guy on reserve come in, the Panzer Division? No, we didn't need it, I guess. Zorn says, nah, we're good. 1338 and 26. We lost 540. That's a decent hold. It was 1.4 to 1. Now he knocks that infantry, even though he was in rough. Gosh, it's just relentless. Now he's up and around here. Look at that. He's got a tank corps up and around that. This Panzer division gets hit hard, loses 22 Panzers. Wow. Okay, great. Um, Putting out a lot of fires, guys. Putting out a lot of fires. All right, we win that battle nicely under Naring as he attacks down into there. This infantry gets pushed back. We're getting pushed back 509-35, right? Nobody wants to take a step into Romania. That's where bad things happen. 44th Infantry, 4 to 1. He got pushed back. Just can't have these guys get isolated. They hold. All right, we do minimal damage to the Soviets there. Look how fast he's getting down here to Odessa. He's like, all right, let's do this. These guys are going to surrender. We now know that. This 2nd Panzer Division holds on, but it does lose 14 tanks. Now we get the better of that, but we're in a situation any losses we take are terrible, and there we lose 39 tanks. That was a bad loss for us on the second hit. Oh, wow. These guys hold on somehow. 1.8 to 1. I kind of, oh, there we go. They routed, though. Excellent. Because they had not been isolated for a turn. They just routed. So that's good. 1st Panzer, we lose 72 tanks there. Now, that's the one that's withdrawing. But still, I would have rather put them in the pool. Okay, whatever. Can you do that though? Can you even disband a unit that's going to withdraw? That's actually a good question because that would seem to give you an advantage. Okay, that's it. That is wow. We got crushed, sort of, sort of. We still got a chance. 2022 is our year. That is I mean, 1943 is our year. So the comeback here is going to be incredible. The Bard shall sing. Um, Again, thank you guys for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter. That's very kind of you on New Year's Eve. I'll buy a drink. I'll raise a toast to your name. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys tuning in every day. If sometimes we go back and forth about comments or how to play the game, something like that, believe me, it's all in good. It's all in love. Love. Wow, I sound like a hippie. It's all in good nature. Because I really do appreciate you guys just chatting with me while I play these games I love. I mean, what could be wrong about that? So, anyway, you guys are the best. I can't tell you how much I do appreciate it. I guess I've said that 16 times, but I really can't tell you enough. So, have a wonderful and safe new year. I'm going to go eat a steak. The early bird special. I'm no youngster anymore. And then we're going to watch the ball drop at 9 o'clock our time. We'll watch it on the East Coast, and then I can get a good night's sleep. So you guys be good. I hope you have a wilder time than that. Come back to the comments tomorrow and tell me all about it. Actually, you know what? New Year's Day, I'm not sure. I will put up a something on the calendar if I'm going to stream. I'm just not sure yet. I may have a fine scotch tonight and dance the night away. So you never know. Adios, guys. Happy 2020.